Yeah.
And now go to your Eclipse, right?
Yes, sir.
Here, what you can do is like you can use driver dot close after 17.
Yes, sir. Okay.
After 17, I want you to do a driver dot close,
Okay.
which closes the browser. And later, I want you to launch the URL and all those stuff.
Okay.
To see to that, you get an exception saying that the particular browser is not available. After closing the browser, if you are trying to access the browser, it will not be available. Okay?
Right. Right, sir.
So that we can learn to know about exceptions.
Right. Right, sir.
We have
Good.
some exceptions in Selenium, right?
Right. It's a logical error.
Exception.
Yeah. Invalid argument, it says.
Session ID. Not, no, no. Invalid session ID.
Okay.
The next one, exception in the thread main, right? That
Yeah.
is what you have to see.
Mm, yeah. Okay.
The line number 19 is the main exception.
Okay.
Come down and see the test method that you are executing, right?
Yes.
That will have the line number where you are actually having the exception. And what is the exception? You can see it on the first line of the exception.
Okay. No such session exception.
Yes,
Invalid session ID. Yeah.
yes. This is an exception,
Okay.
right?
So
Now,
this
when
is
the browser is,
the last line is the number of the line, and the first line would be the
yes.
exception.
And at times, like after this also, you may have some lines of code
Okay.
after the last line.
Okay.
How do you refer to particular line number is like you need to get to your class. Here, test one is your class,
Right. Yes.
Java class that you have executed.
Right.
And in that, if you click, you will be getting the exact line number.
Okay, sir.
And the first one, whatever you are seeing here, right? ORG, OpenQA, Selenium, no session exception, no
Yes.
such session exception. This is an exception for your WebDriver.
Okay.
So it is like three buckets you want to separate, right?
Mhm.
When you are going for fishing, right? You have a hatcheries and like where you have some fishes
Yes.
cultivated. Now you want to catch them.
Yeah.
Now you have three different nets, must what to say, fishing nets, where they are having small sized holes,
Yes.
a medium sized holes, and a big sized hole.
Okay.
So to catch the fishes, right? How do you catch the fishes as such? When you try to get the big size fishes, which net do you use?
The biggest one.
Why you can use the smallest one also, right?
Yeah, we can also use the smallest one, but for the small fish, we need to use the smallest net. So if we can use it
No,
multiple,
even if I use the biggest net or smallest net, I can catch the big fish.
yes,
Yes or no?
yes, so we
If
can
it
use any
cannot
net.
go
So
through the, if I can catch it as a whole, right?
yes,
If it cannot pass through the big size hole
right,
and in the small size hole, definitely it is not going to pass.
right,
So what happens, like for me, my criteria is to separate them and segregate them.
yes,
In that case, what I need to do is like I need to go back and catch the big fishes with big size hole
yeah,
net so that the other fishes, right, small and medium sized fishes can escape through.
right, right,
Now I can catch only the big fish.
right,
With the second net, right, with medium sized hole net, when I go and try to catch the fishes, the small sized fishes will be escaping through, and the remaining fishes, whatever I have, will be small sized fishes where I can catch them with the small sized hole.
yes, sir.
In that way, I can separate this particular thing.
Right.
Same way with your exceptions, right? You have different types of exceptions. Like exception is the main superclass.
Right.
For all the runtime exceptions, we call it as exception.
Yep.
After that, you have something like file not found exception, arithmetic exception, and all those stuff, logical exception,
Right.
right? You
Yes.
have different exceptions in Java.
Yeah.
Forget them. Like now in Selenium, we need to have only three levels.
Okay.
The main exception class, like where you, if you are not aware of what is the exception, then you will keep it as main class,
Okay.
right? The
Okay.
exception, the set, whatever you have used.
Okay.
Or else, like what you need to do is like you need to catch it as a WebDriver exception. If it is something related to your WebDriver, then you need to give that.
Okay.
Any browser related stuff.
Okay.
Or the third level is on a web element level.
Web element level.
Yes,
Okay.
onto a particular element level.
Okay.
What is the particular element? Like a text box is not visible
Okay.
or a button is not clickable. In that case, how do you go
Okay.
and get the things done?
Okay.
So, for all these details, like you need to give the particular, what to say, try cache block so that you can cache them independently.
Okay.
Why do you want to get them independently? Is like I need to exactly know where the exception is happening, whether it is at the web element level or at the browser level, or not in these two things, but it is within the other parameters that we have.
Right.
So we need to segregate them. For that, we need to know how to cache these exceptions
Right. Sir.
and how to handle these exceptions. Now click on that line number 19, the last one. It will take you to the program where it has an exception, right?
Yes. Yes.
Now it has under highlighted the particular line.
Yes.
Now copy that line or select that line and right click. It is already selected. You can just right click.
Okay.
Surround with. You
So,
have an option surround with. Yeah, yeah. Just no, no. Yeah.
yeah.
Try cache block.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It is going to catch us. What is the exception that we got? No such session exception, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Give that here. Like instead of exception, you say it as no such session exception. No such control space.
No such control space. Yeah.
You can see here session exception. Come down. It comes with alphabetical order. Come down, down, down.
Yeah. No such
Yeah.
session exception. Yep.
Choose that. You can see that the particular exception is being imported automatically in line number 3,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yeah.
Now, in that, you can just again try to launch the browser. Line number 10 and 11 are there, right? Copy them,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Copy them and paste it in the exception catch block.
Okay.
The driver is already predefined, right? Here in line number 11.
Yes, sir.
So don't use WebDriver there, only use driver.
Yeah.
Now what I am doing is I am getting an exception if I close the browser.
Yes.
For example, like when you are executing your script, sometimes your browser might be closed because of any action.
Mm-hmm.
For the next steps, you don't have the browser element as such.
Okay.
So in that case, what you need to do is like you need to launch the browser again and
Yeah.
continue from there,
Right.
right?
Right.
Now what you can do after when you are launching the browser, the URL part, right? In line number 21, you are getting an exception.
Yes.
Then what you are doing, you are launching the browser again and you are launching the URL.
Yes. Yes.
So for that line number 21, you copy and paste it after 24. In
After
that only you
12.
got an exception. Yeah,
Yes.
after
Yes.
that. You understood the logic?
Yes, sir.
The logic is very simple. If when you are executing the script, if
Mm-hmm.
you are executing it and you unknowingly or your application has crashed down and it has
Yes.
closed the browsers.
Yes.
Now you don't want to say it as failure because of some other reason it has failed.
Yeah.
But you can continue with your flow by launching a web browser again, and you can continue the actual execution part.
Right.
And you can report that also. Like now your browser is closed. You
Mm-hmm.
can report that saying that there is a session exception happened, right?
Okay.
You can give here
Yes.
even before this line number 23, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before 23, you can type sysout.
Mm-hmm.
The same text, whatever you use, right, in the exception block, previous line 17. You can copy that and paste it.
Yeah. The whole thing, sir, or just the
Yeah,
we
the
are in
whole thing.
exception flow.
No, no, the whole thing. Yeah, copy till there. Use double quotes at the beginning, right?
Yes, sir.
So what happens is like it will be printed so that you will understand. Okay, there is an exception that happened, and after that also we are continuing the execution.
Okay.
Now you can execute this and check.
Yeah. It's giving me the source file.
Right? So it is like executed completely.
Right. Right, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So what you have done, like you have caught the exception and then you have
Right.
continued with your execution as well.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now the next one. In this again, like you will have some other exceptions as well, like WebDriver exception and all those stuff.
Okay.
WebDriver exception is a super class for all this browser related stuff,
Okay.
right? Now
Yes.
you give here as Chrome driver. Instead of Chrome driver, you give it as Firefox driver. Remove the C as well. Cancel. Import that Firefox driver class. You have mouse over and import. Right now, I'm trying to launch a Firefox browser.
Yeah.
That is okay. Like you can go and change it to star as we did for Chrome. Save it, save it, save it.
Oh, okay. Acha.
Right?
Okay.
It is not compiled, so you are getting some error. Once it
Okay.
is compiled, right? Once you save, it will be compiled, right?
Okay, sir.
You will get that.
Yeah.
Now you run it. What is the exception you got?
Uh,
Can you see there WebDriver exception?
yes, sir. Cannot find Firefox path. Yeah.
So at this particular level, you may be getting something called as WebDriver exception as well.
Okay.
So how do you handle that? Now highlight that line number 12 and 11.
Okay. I
And
put it
surround
in
with
a try catch block.
surround yes, surround with try catch block.
Surround with, yeah, try catch block.
Here you have it as WebDriver exception, right? It's not web exception, it is WebDriver. Control space. Use control space. Right? The first one.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Now I can launch the browser with Chrome driver.
Yes, sir.
And line number 15 and 14 you copy and paste it in the exception block. And paste it. And now change it to Chrome driver. Instead of Firefox, you change it to Chrome driver. Understood?
Why did we change it to Chrome driver, sir? I mean, we are trying to launch
No, like
Firefox driver, no, sir.
no. When you are to launch the Firefox driver, you need to have its own driver exe.
Right,
Line
we
number
didn't
14,
download.
if you,
Yeah,
yeah, you didn't download, and that is not your intention. That is
right.
your intention is to only
Okay.
learn the WebDriver exception part.
Okay. So we are trying to catch the Firefox driver exception, and with that we're launching the Chrome driver.
Yes.
Okay.
When you are trying to do something wrong, right, with the
Yeah.
browser level, you need
Okay.
to get this WebDriver exception. That is what your intention is,
Okay.
right? We need to learn the concept first, WebDriver concept. Then you
Okay.
are working on individual concepts,
Okay.
how to use the
Okay.
practical different difficulties that we face, right?
Yeah.
We are discussing about those things.
Okay, sir.
Right now you execute and see whether it launches after printing. Like you print the e that e1 is there, right? Okay, let it print.
It got launched, sir. Yeah, even.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So what happens is you can work on multiple combinations in this.
Okay.
Again, like I told you about the hierarchy of exception, right?
Right, right, sir.
After your this thing, go to your line number 21.
Yeah.
There you can have another exception there,
Okay.
a catch block, right? Catch there and say control space,
Catch
right?
block.
Catch block. Yes.
Okay.
And here you just type, I am in exception block. This out.
Okay.
Inside the block, just say this out. I am in exception block,
Yeah.
right? Now go to WebDriver catch block
Okay.
and type as this out.
Okay, sir.
I am in
I'm in.
WebDriver exception. Always use the naming convention as it is.
Okay.
W caps and D caps.
Okay.
It's an
Yes.
interface and like you have to give it in the same name. And like
Yeah.
without space, you need to give exception. E caps. You will not forget this when you are writing the program on paper, right? You will not
Yeah.
forget
Yeah.
this
Sure.
naming convention.
Yes, sir.
These are very important when you are going for offline interview.
Okay, sir.
They'll not get a chance to look at your programming, right?
Right.
What
Right.
they do is they'll ask you to write the program on the paper. Then we cannot go and sit down and talk to them, right? So what happens here is like what I am saying is I am saying that okay, somewhere we are getting errors. Why is that? Mouse over on line number 29. Okay, initialize. Here come to line number 12
Yes, sir.
and say equal to null, right?
Yeah. Why did it happen right now, sir? But before it was okay.
Previously it was not going under come to the top, come to the top, the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Previously you are having it as WebDriver
Yes.
in line number 15, not up on the top.
Yes.
When you have chosen it to be in a try catch block, it has thrown it out above the try block because
Mm-hmm.
you may not know whether you are using the particular driver in the bottom or not.
Okay.
It keeps it apart from the try block. It will not have the initializations part,
Okay.
the definitions part. It will have only the assignments part,
Right.
the creation part.
Right.
So you will have this exception coming up,
Okay.
right?
So
Now
whenever it
let us,
asks to initialize, we can just give it as null, right? So
yes, for some integer values, you can give it as 0.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now above line number 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, there. No, no, no. Above that line.
Mm-hmm.
Click and enter some enter. Give an enter.
Okay.
Mm. Initialize int a is equal to
Int a equals
0
uh-huh.
semicolon at the come down. Int b equal to 5.
Okay.
The next line sys out b divided by a a a. Yeah, save it. What I am trying to do, I am trying to divide something by 0, so I should be getting arithmetic exception,
Right.
not the WebDriver exception.
Right.
So run it. What happens? What it says?
It says null pointer exception.
Okay. Illa. Where are you? Are you in the exception block or in the WebDriver exception block? You are in
WebDriver.
exception block.
Okay. Yeah.
No, you are not in the WebDriver exception. What is the line that you got?
I'm in exception block.
You are in exception block.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
அது எதுக்கு அப்படின்னா why you got that is like you are trying to divide a number with
Right.
what?
A zero.
A 0, which is not available to you.
Right.
So you get this one.
Okay.
Now when you try to do that again and again also, like you will get exception,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So this exception is based on the superclass, not with the WebDriver exception.
Right.
You have two catches,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Two
sir.
fishing nets.
Yes.
Now your exception is coming in such a way that it is in the big fish net.
Okay.
So you can easily get all the big fishes which are caught first.
Okay.
Now you can come back and say, okay, this lines, whatever I have from line number 14 to 16 have an exception.
Yes.
We'll come to know with that.
Okay.
Understandable?
Yes, sir. But why is this one given priority over this?
Because what is the type of exception that you catch?
Oh,
It is
arithmetic
not,
expression exception on this.
yes, yes. Then what happens? It is like you are getting an exception based on arithmetics, not
Right.
based on your WebDriver.
Right.
So to segregate them, right, I need to know whether the program problem is with the
Okay.
actual WebDriver code, line number 16 and 17 and 18, or line number 14 to 16.
Yes.
I need to know that. Only then I can go and do something there,
Right.
right? If I have to check all the 5 lines, right, I will not know what went wrong.
Yeah.
Now you initialize that with 1, a, change it to 1. Right? Now you run it,
Yeah. It's
right?
it's showing WebDriver exception. Yeah.
Right? It
Yes.
has printed the value also, 5.
Right, sir.
You can
Right.
see there.
Right. Where is it?
Control home you use, it will take you to the top.
Oh, yeah. I'm in the top.
Okay, but it has gone because like you got lot of stuff. Go there again, close this, go there to your program
Mm-hmm.
and remove that print stack trace lastல வாங்க page source வந்து unable பண்ணுங்க comment பண்ணுங்க அந்த line
Which one, sir?
page source one 52 line
50.
number 52
Yeah.
52 and 53 both of them you copy comment them comment yes very good right now you execute we need to check them like whether it is coming properly or not.
Yeah. Yeah, sir. It's showing up.
5 also you got and I am in WebDriver exception. So
Yes.
now I can easily go and see where I have to check it.
Yeah.
If the problem is with 16 and 17, then I have to go and fix them. If the problem is with other 3 lines, then I have to go and fix.
Yes.
Going forward, we will find something for web element also.
Okay.
You have another level I said, right? Web element
Okay.
exception.
Okay.
Why we are having these multiple blocks, cache blocks is like to cache the expected and actual exception that you are getting.
Okay.
If I can catch everything under exception, I can do that also. Now you can come here to line number 19.
Mm-hmm.
Line number 19.
Yes.
Come to the front and give an extra entry, enter or before catch. Give an enter there. Okay. Now from line number 22 on 21 onwards
Uh-huh.
till 27, you comment it. Comment it.
Okay.
Now you execute the program. What it says?
We are in an exception block.
No, you have another exception. Come up.
Null pointer.
No. You have another exception before that.
I am in
Uh,
exception block.
right? We are in exception block is in the next one. You can
Yes.
see here.
Yes. Yes, sir.
This is here in line number 37.
Right.
Null pointer exception, you are getting it in line number 37.
Yeah.
Okay, comment that line. Then you will not find it. Okay, and even the next lines, right? Whatever we have, if you comment, then you will not get them. They are an exception block. Wherever you are having exception blocks, just comment them. I don't want you to get confused. This line. Don't comment the catch block, bro.
Okay.
Comment the exception line alone. Line number 44, you comment. 44.
Okay. Just the
This
output.
out.
Okay.
Yeah. Right? Anything else? Nothing.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Just right. Execute the program. Now you will find I am in exception block. I am in exception block is used only in one part.
Right.
That is your
Yeah.
first block,
Right.
try block, first try
Yes.
block, first try block. Go to the first one.
Yes.
Right? For
Yeah.
that exception, whatever you are having now is a WebDriver exception. But
Yeah.
again, it is caught in the exception block because
Yes. Yes.
this is a universal exception class.
Okay.
All the exceptions will be caught under exception only.
Okay.
If you want to segregate, if you have another catch block
Mm-hmm.
before that, then it will try, okay, WebDriver exception vandricha illiya. If you
Okay.
get exception for a WebDriver, then
Okay.
I will be caught in that.
Okay.
Now, I don't have any WebDriver exception. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll catch it in the small sized whole net where it catches all of them.
Okay.
Respective of arithmetic exceptions or WebDriver exceptions or web element exceptions, I am going to catch them.
Okay.
Understandable?
Yes, sir. So we call this what, sir? The main exception block.
Yes.
Okay.
And now you can do another exercise as well.
Okay.
Now copy this line 27 to 21. Copy them. 27 to 20. No, comment pannadu. Whatever you have commented, right? Line number 27 to 21. And comment that line again and copy them completely.
Okay. 21
Copy
to
them from 20 to
27.
27.
Yeah.
Copy 27 also, the closing braces.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Cut them,
Mm-hmm.
paste it after 25. After 25.
Okay.
Now uncomment these lines completely.
Okay.
Now what I am doing is I am trying to catch the fishes after catching with the small size net. After
Okay.
catching with the small size net,
Mm-hmm.
do I have any fishes left?
No, sir. I guess not. No.
Because
It caught all the
it
exceptions.
will catch all the exceptions, right?
Right. Right.
It will catch all the fishes.
Right.
Now that is why you are getting it in highlighted in red color.
Okay.
You can see there WebDriver exception. What
Okay.
it says, remove the catch block, or else you need to have some throws class,
Okay.
right? You
Okay.
cannot do it like this. This is
Okay.
not unreachable. You can see there, highlight and see. Unreachable, unreachable catch block,
For
WebDriver
WebDriver
exception. It
it is
is
already
already
handled by the
handled
cache
by
block.
the catch block of our exception. புரியுதா அர்த்தம்
Yes, sir.
right? Now what happens is like you cannot have this after your exception block because exception block will take care of all the exceptions.
Right.
After catching with the small size net, you don't have any fishes. You don't have the big fishes, you don't have the medium sized fishes. Everything will be caught by the small fishes. Then why do you want to catch the fish?
Okay.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So copy that and paste it as it is in the previous place.
I'm cutting it, sir.
Yeah, cut and paste it up before. No.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
These things also like are very important, like the placement of an exception and methods that you are using,
Okay.
call an exception, and how you are planning to use these particular exceptions.
Okay.
Everything are very important.
Okay.
You need to know them,
Okay.
right?
Yes, sir.
Now,
So the main exception block is gonna catch all the exceptions, and
yes,
will driver exception class catch the web element exceptions?
yes, sir. It will catch. It will catch.
Okay.
If you
So
are not giving web element related stuff, it will catch in WebDriver exception.
okay. So web element will only catch web element. It won't catch web driver exceptions.
No, no, you
Okay.
cannot catch the big
Okay.
like as big fish. Big size net will not catch the small size the
Okay.
fishes, right?
So it's like the biggest net.
Yes,
Okay.
where it catches only the big fishes,
Okay. Got it.
right?
Yes.
Now, have you written any reusable methods as such in the earlier Java classes that you have gone through?
What exactly do you mean by reusable, sir? I don't get what's reusable.
You need to call some methods number of times with
Uh,
different parameters. Have you done that?
no, sir, I haven't.
Okay. Now go back to your thing. Like now, if you see right from line number, comment that line number 14 to 16, or copy them, cut them,
Okay.
cut them. Now go to your project, Selenium project,
Mhm.
expand the project,
Okay.
and go to SRC,
Hmm.
create a new package, right click on SRC, new package, right? You can
Okay.
do that, or else you have a package icon here, close this.
Okay. Yeah, default
In,
package.
on the no, on the tools bar you can see, right? Just before window you can see, just before window menu you
Yeah.
can see a class, right? You choose that
Yeah.
SRC and click on new package, you can create a new package.
Okay. Okay.
Click on it, right? You can write a name of a package. Name of a package should be having only small letters. I cannot use caps here, the naming
Okay.
convention,
Okay.
right? And I can use dots to get a interior thing,
Okay.
like the hierarchy, right? If you want to have folders, right?
Mm-hmm.
QA dot test dot
Right.
you type there
QA dot
QA dot test TESTS
S dot.
reusable dot classes. What does it do is like it creates a particular folder QA.
Mm-hmm.
Inside that, it creates another folder called as test.
Okay.
Inside that, it will create another folder called as reusable.
Okay.
Inside that, it will have classes as a folder.
Okay.
Now, when you write a program with this package, it
Mm-hmm.
will be stored in that particular classes folder.
Okay.
Understandable?
Yes, sir.
Now, say finish there.
Yeah.
Now, go to that particular package, whatever you have created, and right click
Okay.
new class, Java class. Create a new class. Say it as mathematics or arithmetics, whatever you want.
Yeah.
No need of main, no need of main, no need of main. Just say
Okay.
finish. Right? Now, what I have got one particular 3 lines of code. I'm going to write them here with a method. How
Mm-hmm.
do you create a method? Go to line number 4.
Okay. Paste.
Public,
Public.
public void.
Public. No static, sir.
No, no, no.
Public
Void
main. No main.
main கிடையாது.
Okay.
Divide divided by
You want
divided
do you want me to write divided by or this one?
divided. No, no, no. Divided by word.
Divided by.
It's a single word. Single word.
Okay.
Okay. Open
Okay.
branches. Open bracket.
Okay.
Bracket. Branches. Okay. At the end,
Okay.
bracket. No, 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 not that one.
Okay.
The normal bracket. At the end, you go and say braces, curly braces,
Yeah.
and enter.
Yeah.
Right? Paste the code that you copied.
Okay.
Right? Now you have got that integers, right?
Right.
Previously, you are getting them here.
Yeah.
Now, what you do is you copy those, delete those 2 lines.
These two lines.
Yes, delete them.
Okay.
And inside the divided by bracket, right? You type there
Okay.
int a,
Uh-huh.
comma int b, comma int b.
Okay.
This is a simple Java method which takes 2 arguments
Right.
and it is going to print the division of them.
Okay.
Now save this.
Okay.
Now go back to your test one.
Uh-huh.
Here you have to call that method. How do you
Okay.
call that method? By creating an object for
Object. Yeah.
math class, right?
Yes.
How do you create a math class object?
Math and name of the object equals to new math.
Math.
Yeah.
Perfect. Do that. Do that. Call the particular method there. Obj is equal to new math. Open and close. Semicolon at the end. Right? Now come down to the next. In that same part, ma.
Okay.
Enter and say m dot. What is the method that you have?
Divided by.
Yeah, you may not get it now because no, you may not. You are not getting it now, right? Once you
Right,
give
sir.
dot, you should get the method.
Right.
Now you have to import the particular method. Go to the previous line and see math is being highlighted in red color,
Yeah.
right? It is not having a constructor itself, it
Okay.
seems. But now I don't want to have the constructor. Why do I need to have a constructor? By default, we can have it.
Okay.
So what you can do is like import that, right? How do you import that? Go back to your this thing, math, copy the package, whatever you have. No, yeah, copy the complete thing
Okay.
and come to your test. Go to the top first one. Import. You type there. Import. Paste the one. You remove the package word. Right? Classes dot. What is the math is the name of the class, right? Dot star or something you can use. Dot star also you can use. Right? Now, can you see there? It says like underlined in a different way.
Yes, sir.
Math. Right? Import. You explicitly import it. It has come, right?
Yes.
You use that.
The second one, sir.
The second one.
Okay.
Right? Now
Yeah.
you try to do m dot, remove the dot and give it again. Control space or else
Yes.
divided by. Have you got the method now?
Yes, sir.
Now you give 5 and 0 or 0 and 5. Select that method. Give the arguments as 0 and 5. What is
Okay.
the expectation? Now you should get the exception, right, for that
Yes.
particular thing.
Yes, sir.
Now what I am doing is I am using this method,
Mm-hmm.
right? You can
Yeah.
have it in multiple times. Like whenever you want to do a multiplication or division, you can call this particular method.
Right.
I don't need to write the line of program there, right? Sys out whatever you have done, right?
Yeah.
In
This
the
whole thing.
line, if
Yeah.
yes, we don't want to repeatedly write it again and again,
Okay.
right? In
Yes,
the
sir.
line before that, right? Line
Uh-huh.
number 16, after line number 16, after that line,
Okay.
you call the method again, m dot divided by,
Uh-huh.
what is that? 1 and 5. Give 1 and 5.
Okay.
So that for the first time I'll be getting the result as 5, and
Yes.
the second time I'll be getting the exception as
Exception.
arithmetic exception,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So n number of times if you want to check with different options,
Yeah.
being a tester, right, you have to test it with multiple options, multiple data.
Right.
In that case, you don't need to write each and every time the same line of code redundantly. You
Okay.
cannot go and change it in the program. You will give it in a CSV file or in an Excel file,
Yeah.
and you just run the program so that it executes for different options.
Yes.
Understandable?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you run the program and see.
We just need to import the package,
Yes.
uh, and then we can use the methods.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to create an object for the particular class, and you
Right.
have to use. Right. I am in exception block. It says first it has printed 5.
5. Yes.
The second line on line number 18, it has shown an exception,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Now we let us go back and see the program where you have some Selenium code now. I don't want to do with math.
Okay. Okay.
What is the first Selenium block that you have learned initially? Line number 26 and 27, the first one,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yeah.
That is to launch the browser, right?
Yes.
What is that it says? Like it says to launch the Chrome browser. If you have to do a Firefox, then you have to do it in a different way, right?
Yes.
1 second, bro. 1 second, be in line. I'll
Yeah.
give this
Yeah.
profile.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like copy line number 26 and 27.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Right? Now you go to your reusable classes again, right click and create a new class. No, no, not the math class. Create a new class in that particular package.
Okay.
Say it as anything like common methods or whatever you want. WebDriver methods, but again, WebDriver we cannot use it as it is.
Yeah.
Common methods you can use.
Okay.
C caps and M caps.
Right. No public class needed, no, sir.
No, not needed. Finish. Now you are going to the framework first part actually,
Okay.
right? Right there. Inside that you write a method public void launch Chrome browser. Public void launch Chrome browser. I'll tell you about the naming convention here,
Okay.
right? Open brackets and closing brackets. Brass is at the end and enter. Enter. Yeah. Now paste the lines of code here. Now here, if you see the driver object is being highlighted, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have not copied the WebDriver content there.
Yes.
We have to create one at the class level. You have to create. Why? Because you are going to use it in all the methods that you are going to have. I'll tell you how to do that. Now,
Okay.
for now, you give it at the beginning itself, WebDriver. In
Yeah.
that line itself, in that line
Okay.
itself,
Okay.
don't go to class level. WebDriver, you give.
Okay. Driver also these caps, no, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
And after the WebDriver, you have to give it as driver, right? The object.
Yes.
This is the interface and driver.
Right. Right.
Import a WebDriver interface. Import the WebDriver. Mouse over and import.
Okay.
Now, if you see, this can launch you the browser,
Yes.
Chrome browser, right?
Yeah.
Now, create a new class in default package.
Okay. Oh, not this one.
Create
No.
a new class,
Okay.
new class
Okay.
with main method as test2 with main method, right? Now you create an object for common method. Save common methods. It is not saved, I guess. Right now, come to test1 and test2 and create an object.
For
Common methods. Yes.
okay.
You can copy that class name and type. No need to type it again. Yes. Space CM equal to what is that? New common methods open and close. Enter at the end. Okay. Now you can import that particular line. What is that line? CM. You can just go and import it. It says you have to import it from reusable classes. Same package only. Same only, bro. You can just
Okay.
import it. Previously, what happened is there is a class in math as well, right? In the
Yes.
name
Yes.
of the math. So it has explicitly asked you to define it. Now
Okay.
it will prompt you,
Okay.
right? Now you can say cm dot launch Chrome browser.
Right.
Cm dot launch
Launch Chrome
Chrome,
browser. Oh, wow.
right?
Yeah.
You can execute this program test2. What it does, it launches you the Chrome browser. You can go down and see that Chrome driver has been started successfully.
Yes.
Can you see the Chrome browser on the browser part, right? Come out of Eclipse and see. In the task manager, go to task manager. And you're not able to go there.
Uh, sometimes
Okay, I'll
doesn't.
use Alt tab. Use Alt tab. Use Alt
Alt
tab and
tab.
go in.
Yeah.
Okay. No, Chrome browser is not started, I guess.
Yeah, it started, sir. This one is the thing now, sir.
Okay.
Chrome is being controlled by automated testing
Yeah,
process.
yeah, that is okay. But again, like you have to see it visibly, right?
Yeah. So
Fine. Look, leave it. Like you are confident that it is launched, right?
yeah.
You can check it later also after the call, as Zoom might be blocking it.
Okay. I see.
The task manager. I'm unable to see your task manager, the
Oh,
taskbar part,
oh. So
right? Now
I'll
we'll
do.
write another method, right? Get back to your Eclipse. This is the manually opened browser. You have two tabs here, right? I can easily differentiate them. Whatever you are
Yes.
showing now is the manually opened browser,
Okay.
right?
Can you see the task manager now, sir?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
It's like I have my own task bar here
Okay.
with zoom options,
Okay.
right? Now go back. Not an issue. Go
Yeah.
back to your Eclipse.
Yeah.
Now go to your first program, test one.
Mm-hmm.
So launching the browser, you are good to go and you are started and it is working for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Calm down. What is the next one you do? You have to launch the URL, line number 45.
Yes.
Line number 45. Copy that line.
Okay.
Go to common methods.
Yeah.
And after 10, you can just enter and write a method. Public void. What is the action that you are performing? Opening the
It
URL. Open URL.
yeah. Open.
Right? Open and close. Braces at the end and copy the paste the line. Right? Now in this, each and every time I may be doing it with the different arguments, right? Every time I'll not launch the same application as such. Google மட்டுமே நம்ம launch பண்ண மாட்டோம்.
True. True. Right.
Right? You keep changing that based on the
Yes.
requirement. So that
Yes.
can be an argument.
Right.
Now remove that line and say in the open URL, you give an argument as string URL. String URL,
Without any space, sir, or
no space.
string URL.
Right? Right? Now in the get, right, remove that particular data and give only URL. Right? Now this
Okay.
is wrong actually.
Okay.
It will always go with URL as such as a string. It will not consider the variable that you are passing, the value that you are passing. Remove the
Okay.
double quotes there.
Just URL.
Yeah, just URL. Now
Okay.
this is going to take the URL that you are passing,
Okay.
right? And you can see the driver has an exception,
Cannot be resolved.
right?
Yeah.
Right? Write WebDriver or create local variable driver. Create local variable driver. First one, right?
Yes.
Done.
Yes. Sir.
It is not initialized. Just then give null. Give
Okay.
null there,
Yeah.
right? The program is programmatically correct, but it is not correct 100%, right? I'll tell you why. Now
Okay.
execute there. Go there and say that in your test two, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, you cannot run this. Go to test two and call the method. You save that common methods and come. You will not get that open URL now. Save it. Okay, now go to test two and try to call the next method. CM dot. What is the next method?
Open URL.
Yeah, type that. Oh, you type over there, you will get the method. Yes.
Yeah.
Now you pass the URL, HTTP colon all those stuff. You go to test one and copy them. Test one. Like. double quotes. Here you have to give double quotes. Wherever you have to pass a variable, then you will give double quotes.
Okay.
If you are referring to a variable, then you will not give the double quotes.
Okay.
Right? Now you execute the program, you are expected to get an exception, null pointer exception. Got it? Null pointer exception.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because go to the common methods. In this line number 9, you have a WebDriver, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then in line number 13, you have another driver object.
Yes.
Both are referring to driver, and the
Yes.
name is driver, but those will be not visible to the outside world, to the outside method.
Okay.
It is like you also have money and your parents also will have money,
Mm-hmm.
unless and until you tell them, right, that I have money,
Yeah.
they'll not know,
Yes.
and they cannot use that money unless and until you share it with them
Right.
commonly.
Right.
Now you go and keep them in hall, and then your father, if he sees, like, he can take the money and he can use it,
Right.
right? If
Yes.
it is not visible to them, they cannot use that.
Right.
Simple example, right?
Right. Right.
Now what I have done, I have created my own WebDriver instance in line number 9,
Yeah.
and in line number 12 also I have created an own instance, which is for both your brother and you,
Okay.
right? Now you are not showing them to visible to your family completely.
Right.
So what you need to do, copy that line number 12,
Okay.
copy that line number 12, cut
Mm-hmm.
them, cut that,
Okay.
and paste it above 7, after 6,
Okay.
right? Can you see the color change in the particular driver object with line
Right.
number
Right.
7
Seven.
and no, line number
Seven.
7, the driver name alone is in
Yeah.
blue now,
Yes.
right? And in the 14 also it is in blue color,
Yes, sir.
but in line number 11, is it in blue color?
No, sir. It's yellow.
Yellow color. So it is it is represented as a different object as such.
Okay.
It is not considered to be the same WebDriver that you are referring in the class level.
Okay.
So what you need to do, you need to remove that one.
Okay.
The WebDriver, 11 WebDriver, yeah.
Yes.
In 11 number 11, remove that WebDriver part. Yeah, remove that. Now you can see it is referring to the all in blue color, right?
Right. Right.
The drivers. Now it can have a shake hand between the methods.
Right.
It can have access of the particular driver object with multiple methods that you have.
Right.
Understandable?
Yeah.
Or you want me to give another example?
You can give me another example, sir.
Right. It is like I am asking you to write on a what to say, blackboard.
Okay.
Should I give the blackboard what to say, chalk that I have with my hand, or you can you don't have any other chalks in the classroom?
Okay.
Only I have a chalk,
Yeah.
right? I am asking you to write, and I am not giving you the chalk.
I won't be able to write.
You can't write it, right? You
Yes.
have only one chalk in the classroom, that is with me, and I am asking you to write, but I am not sharing it. That is what you have done earlier.
Okay.
Or else, like, what happens is, like, you have two chalks. You also have a chalk, and I also have a chalk.
Mm-hmm.
But we are writing in different places. Can we
Oh.
complete the program?
No, I guess.
No. Like, if I am writing it in a blackboard and you are writing it on a slate, then
Yeah.
both are different places that you are writing.
Right.
I am writing line 1 and you are writing line 2. If
Yeah.
you write both of them in the same board, then you can complete the
Right.
program.
True. True. Yes.
You are using different instances there.
Yeah.
Another example, classic example, is your Zoom meeting now, whatever is happening.
Yeah.
Now you are sharing
Yes.
and I'm seeing. Now if I have to share and you have to see, can
Mm-hmm.
I open another Zoom meeting and I can share in that?
No, sir. I
That is
guess.
not good, right? You have to
Yeah.
share your credentials to me. You have to make me a host
Yeah.
so that I can share you the screen of mine.
Right.
Understandable?
Yes, sir.
Like what we have done is like you have created an object, you have
Mhm.
opened the browser,
Yeah.
now you have to launch the URL in the same browser.
Yes.
So for that you have to refer to the same object which you have launched.
Yeah.
You cannot create a new instance or you cannot have a separate instance as such.
Yeah.
Understandable?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Now let us go back and see the program. Right? Now can you execute this? Save the common method. Save all, use save all. No need to go back each and every time. You can go
Okay.
to the first one, third option. Just before source, you have something, right?
Edit.
Save. Yeah, before that, below that, in the edit, right?
Yeah.
Below
This
edit,
thing.
you can
Okay.
say, yeah, save all. It will save all the classes that are saved,
Okay. Control plus shift plus S. Okay. Yeah.
right? Use that keyword. Now you execute the program. Now, if you can see the browser that is launched, you
Yes.
can easily see the URL.
Yes, sir.
Right? It is terminated in the sense like the browser might have loaded with http google.co.in.
Yeah. No, I've minimized it.
Okay, you got it, right? You
Yeah.
got it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, then. That is how we need to work with different things. Again, like
Okay.
in these methods, right, you are passing only the URL as of now.
Okay.
Tomorrow, or we'll start it from the next Monday onwards.
Okay.
Next Monday, I have an exam. Like we'll meet on Tuesday. Tomorrow,
Okay.
we'll meet again.
Okay.
We'll discuss about TestNG,
Okay.
a unit testing framework that you need to learn,
Okay.
and then we learn something with the other part, right?
Okay.
What is that? The what do you say, like the web elements part we'll discuss on Tuesday or Wednesday. Then we can start with all the other stuff,
Okay, sir.
right?
Yeah.
Monday I have a PhD exam. I am doing
Okay.
a PhD now.
Okay, sir.
I
Sir,
have an exam
on what are you doing the PhD, sir?
I'm doing it in mechanical engineering.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a mechanical engineer,
Oh, wow.
and like I'm doing composites, like what you say, like polymer composites will be there, right?
Yeah.
For car bumper and all, you are using
Right.
composites now.
Right. Right. Right.
Similar to that, I am manufacturing with polypropylene.
Right. How are you
Like,
managing, sir? Testing, Selenium, mechanical engineering, PhD, and all.
yeah, like see, like when I started, right, in
Yeah.
my BTech itself, like I am able to help out my friends
Okay.
with for computer science students. I used to teach them
Wow.
on C programming.
Okay. How did you learn, sir? On your own.
No, I went to an institute in Hyderabad.
Okay.
You
But
have this
why?
Yadgiri Theatre, right,
Yeah.
in Hyderabad.
Which place, sir? I don't know the place.
Saidapet, that side,
Acha.
Saidabad, that
Acha.
side, Dilshuk Nagar side.
Oh, okay.
You have
Okay.
a Yadgiri Theatre.
Okay.
Santosh Nagar is what they call the area
Yeah.
where my
Right.
uncle used to live.
Right.
And like there, I have gone and did a programming course on C.
Okay.
Mr. Ravi, my guru, used to teach me very, what to say, patiently.
Yeah.
Like I'm very new, right? After completing my intermediate, I have gone there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And like my uncle did his engineering in mechanical, so he pushed me to mechanical. He was
Right.
pushing me to mechanical.
Right. Right.
Then I don't know about mechanical, computer science, and all this stuff. What I thought is okay. Let me go and do it. What is there?
Okay.
There are people who has already studied and they are guiding me. Let me go and get it.
Okay.
So when I joined there, like I am not interested into mechanical subjects because like you have to memorize everything and you have to go and dump all the formulas and all those stuff.
Right.
The theory will be like vague, like you have to study them. If without
Right.
studying them, you cannot write something.
Right. Right.
But in C programming, right, either you will use the logic with while or for. If you can complete the program, you are good to go.
Right.
It is up to you, like whether you show your finger right away or you turn your hand above your head and show your finger,
Right.
right, onto
Yeah.
your nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like I thought, okay, like computer science is and like I have done it earlier, right? C programming.
Yeah.
So it is a cakewalk for me. Like it is very easy for me, so that I can teach everybody also.
Oh, wow.
The
Okay.
computer science students come to me and they learn from me because I am good in C program.
Yeah.
Uh, like most of them, right? They ask my programs. Like I'll keep them in the shared location
Yeah.
so that everybody can copy them during their practicals also.
Right.
After that, right, when I'm completing my BTech and like after BTech again, like I've gone to some courses like mainframes and all those stuff.
Okay.
I wasted a lot of money.
Okay.
And then later, one of my friend has suggested me to do an ME.
Okay.
In that case, like what I thought was like when I'm doing this mainframes course, most of them were saying like you are from a BTech mechanical background, so you are
Mm-hmm.
not eligible for placements and all those stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We paid them 49,000 something for the fees in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big money by then.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yes.
Then like after that they didn't give me placements and I am waiting for the placements. And whenever we go to an interview, right, they say like you are a mechanical graduate, you are out of this group, you
Right.
are not going to be selected for selections also.
Right.
So like then we went on and like I have to take a next step where what after 1 year, right, we cannot wait at institutes and in uncle's house.
Right.
So I was forced to go for PG.
Yeah.
Then some of the friends are going to Australia for MS, and some of them are going to New Zealand and UK and all those stuff. Then I
Yeah.
thought of doing IELTS. I
Okay.
have done that. I have got six band score, but again, like on New Zealand, like I got an admission, and in UK and Australia, I didn't get admissions.
Okay.
Again, one of my friend told like instead of going to New Zealand and spending 10 lakhs money,
Yeah.
you can do the same PG course in Satyabama, Chennai, or SRM Chennai, or any other colleges in Chennai,
Mm-hmm.
and you can save 8 lakhs to 9 lakhs money. Why do you want to waste money? That is what he said.
Yeah.
And then I thought, okay, let for getting into IT field, like I have to do it in computer science related stuff, either IT or CSC is what I have to take.
Yeah.
When I came to this college, right, they have opted me to go for CSC.
Okay.
IT they didn't allow me because it is more programming.
Mm-hmm.
Here in CSC again, like we have some architecture related stuff.
Okay.
So like it will be easy for you. So they said like CSC you can take
You did graduation again. I mean, the post graduate.
PG
Okay.
PG in CSC.
Okay. So with computer,
And
with mechanical engineering graduation, you can go for computer science class. So in PG.
by that time it was allowed by
Okay.
for my batch.
Okay.
Now if you go and ask, they'll not allow you.
Yeah.
What happened is like by that time we didn't have this UGC norms and AICTE norms.
Acha. Okay.
So for the next batch onwards, we got this regulations. Actually, like my junior who came to college, right? He
Yeah.
was not allowed to do it in computer science.
Oh.
And even one of the computer architecture professor came and asked, who
Okay.
are all from different branches, and like we are something around 10 people standing up,
Okay.
out of which 11 were from ECE and from Triple E. I am the only person from mechanical in that class.
Okay.
Then he asked, how many subjects do you have in your first sem?
Okay.
I said like I have passed all the subjects.
Yeah.
Then he said like how can you pass all the subjects? It's a key value pair. Like everything, if you are learning, right?
Yeah.
It's like for a question you will have an answer.
Yes.
If you can learn 2 points or 3 points and go write it in the exam as 10 points, you are good to pass.
Yeah.
Right? You don't need to bother about the other things
Yeah.
for writing an exam. In interview, like if you can give the keyword, right, you are good to go.
Yeah.
So in the same way, what I have done, I have completed my ME without any arrear.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I joined in some training institutes like NIT and STC, where I have gone through. trainings, and then I got a job,
Okay.
and I have been working into software testing as such.
Okay.
I started my career as an automation developer for QTP.
Okay.
So programming is not going to be a problem for me right from the beginning.
Okay.
So I can easily learn any tool on my own also.
Right.
And then when I came to around 12 years experience, I got some health issues
Okay.
where I have to sit back and think of the future career goals.
Right.
Then I thought, okay, let me go to any college as a professor, and I am good in teaching. I
Yeah.
do go and present on Selenium for different colleges
Right.
in Narsarapeta,
Oh.
what to say, Nellore,
Okay.
even what is that, Ongole colleges. I used to come there and present.
Right.
So what happens like when you come there and see people listening to you, right?
Yeah.
So the way that people think, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are just getting only the subject from the syllabus, and in that also, if the lecturer is not confident in a topic, he is not taking that. He is
Right.
leaving it as an option.
Right.
Even that happened in the current PhD course. I have seen
Oh.
that.
Oh. Okay.
The last two units were not covered because those are into publication ethics and academic ethics.
Oh.
So similar to that, like I have seen people like, so when I thought like, okay, let me approach some principal and ask them for a position.
Right.
Then they said like you are done cross department, mechanical to CSC,
Yeah.
so you are not eligible for teaching.
Oh. Okay.
Then I have to do a PG again in mechanical engineering. In machine design, I have done a PG recently,
Oh. Wow. Okay.
and I am continuing again with both. The job is on computer science, but
Yeah.
again the study that I am pursuing is in mechanical.
Right. Right.
Both are
Sir.
difficult. Again, like it's like key value pair. How do you
Okay.
switch between the keys?
Right.
If you are training someone, you have to train on programming, and like when you go back and sit and study, you have to study something related to composites and mechanical,
Right. Right, sir.
right? you
Yeah.
you you too can do that. You are good in programming and all the stuff. Like
Yeah.
whenever I see, right, I can say the line number and you can do that, like so
Right.
it is easy for you also.
Yeah.
But the only thing is you should be concentrating on how to build the logic.
Right,
Building
sir.
the
Right.
logic takes that spark, right, where you have to sit back and think
Right.
how to do this, how to do this, is there any option. You need
Right.
not go to Google search for each and everything.
Right.
If you can do it on your programming skill, then you can easily succeed in
Yeah.
Selenium automation.
Right, sir. Right. Right.
Right, we'll
Yeah.
get back here.
Okay, sir.
So go back to your test one program.
Yes, sir.
Here, like you can see some other programs, right? What are the other programs?
We
Lines
printed
program,
out title.
URL, and maximizing and quit, right? Quit and
Yeah.
close.
Yes.
Can you write the methods for them? I'll be just having a look at them when you how you are doing. How do
Sorry,
you
sir.
write a method?
I didn't get
If-
you.
Can you write the methods, reusable methods, common methods for these lines?
Yes, sir. Manage window and maximize all of them.
Yeah, for all these things, for all these things, for all the
Okay.
lines from 55, 55
Okay.
onwards. Go there.
Yeah. From 55.
From
Yes.
55
URL.
onwards,
Okay.
right? You are printing the current URL there.
Yes.
So what should be the line of code in the common methods? You try to write them.
Okay.
For line number 51, you have written a line.
Yes.
For line number 49 and 50 also you have written a common method.
Yeah.
Similarly, for 55 and 56, you have to write a method. How do you
Oh,
write it?
okay. I'll I'll see. Launch Chrome browser.
Copy the two lines, bro. 55 and 56.
Okay.
Copy them. Go to that line method. what is that you are doing? You are printing it, right? Print
Yeah.
current URL is the method name.
Okay. So how do we know what methods are available, sir?
You got the method name. This is your user defined name. You can say
Acha.
Vijay
Okay.
print current URL also you can say.
I see. Okay. Okay. I thought they were
No.
predefined.
These
Okay.
are user defined method. I
Okay.
can give them any name,
Okay.
right? Enter and paste them. Right? What is that you are doing? In the
I'm
print
printing
current
the
URL, you are just reading it, getting
yeah.
the text from the
Right.
URL and you are printing it. That's
Right.
it.
Right.
What is the next method? Print title.
Yeah. Print title.
Do that. Right? You should be doing this as part of your Java. I don't know what your trainer taught you.
Yeah. They didn't ask me to write any program. They just taught the
అది ఉంది ఎట్లాగంటే అది
yeah.
you will not know what to do, right?
Yes. Yes.
Just with theory we cannot do everything, right?
That's what's happening, sir. I know how it works, but I don't know how
Hmm.
to build the thing.
Hmm. For that only you need to have some practical sessions.
Right.
I have been with NIT for 6 months on an ANIT course.
Yeah.
2006 లోనే దానికి ఎంత 67,000 ఏమో పే చేశా.
Oh wow. The full stack course,
ANIT.
sir.
Yeah, like for .NET, Java, DB,
Oh
and all those stuff, right? C++.
yeah.
They teach them and they just charge the money.
Yeah.
అది ఎట్లాగంటే దే జస్ట్ రీడ్ ద బుక్.
Yes, sir.
NIT బుక్ ఒకటి ఇస్తారు
అవును.
జావా ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ అనగానే.
అవును. Yeah.
They'll just read it and they'll just highlight, okay, ఇది అండర్లైన్ చేసుకోండి, ఇది అండర్లైన్ చేసుకోండి,
Right.
అయిపోయింది.
Right. Right.
Right? You'll not get time to practical stuff.
Yeah.
Right? The
Absolutely.
next one. You
Yeah.
have something called as close and maximize and all those stuff, right? You can write
Yes, sir.
methods,
Uh,
write the common methods for them. Maximize, 61 line.
public void. Can I write just maximize?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do I need to copy all this, sir? I mean,
Yeah. Complete line. Yes.
okay.
That is the
Uh,
complete line, right? If you
yeah.
give it partial, it will not work for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now the next one for close. No need to do that.
Okay.
Why do you want to sys out that? It is only maximizing the browser, man.
Right.
We
Right.
are not
Right. Yeah.
getting any value there, right?
Right. Right.
Save it and go to the next line. Quit and
Good.
close. For that,
Yeah.
you can write two things:
Okay.
and close. Driver public void quit driver. You can say you cannot use the as it is the same method name. Quit driver, right? Paste it. And same thing, like you can just type public void.
Again, sir.
Next method public void close driver.
Yeah. We
You have
didn't
two
thought
methods,
close.
right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
క్లోజ్ డ్రైవర్ ని పెట్టు. అది ఎట్లాగంటే ఒక చోట విండో ఒక చోట డ్రైవర్ వద్దు.
Okay.
Right? Driver dot close right there. You know the program, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
A simple method. Driver dot close. Right?
Yes, sir.
These are some things like which we have created now.
Yes.
Right? Now you can call them also. In the go to the second point, second one. Save all these common methods. Save all the common methods. Right? Here after the URL, what you need to do? You need to
Uh,
print the URL. cm dot print p type J, which is
print current
print
URL.
current URL. Yes.
Yes.
What is the next one? cm dot
Uh,
print title,
Print title and then maximum size. Okay.
control space, give control space.
Okay. Print title.
Hmm.
Maximize.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Quit.
Quit. Quit driver.
Yes. Right? அவ்வளவுதான். You cannot close the browser. Right? After quit, you cannot close, or you cannot quit it after close. Either one should be used.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Minimize, remove that, and save it and execute. Now, previously, when you are having that many lines of code, right,
Yeah.
you are getting them only to 6 or 7 methods called.
Yep.
That's it. What is the advantage that you get here is you can reuse the same methods for another application also.
And also the current code we write is gonna be less.
Yes.
This thing. Yeah. Okay.
Right? For maintainability, right? If you
Yes.
have to change anything in the maximize,
Yeah.
you can go and change it there only.
Right.
You don't need to come here and do it in all the programs.
Right.
Now you have only one test, test
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Similarly, if you have some 100 tests, right, you want to
Yeah.
change them to Chrome browser to another browser,
Yeah.
Firefox browser.
Yeah.
For all the 80 test cases, you have to go and change that. Is that advisable?
No. No.
No, that is not advisable
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
And like now, today I am giving you a homework where you have to go and implement try catch block for each of them. Go to the
Yes.
common methods,
Okay. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now copy highlight the line number 20, 32,
32. Okay.
highlight that and surround with try catch block.
Around it. Yeah. Try cache lock.
Now you need to write the methods. What are all the exceptions it has? Driver and untene, you may be getting WebDriver exception first,
Okay.
and then you may be having the exception try block.
Mm-hmm.
Always
Okay.
do it now. ఫ్రంట్కి వెళ్ళేసేసి వెబ్ డ్రైవర్ అని యాడ్ చేయ బ్రో దానికి
ఇక్కడ సార్
క్యాచ్ లోపల ఎక్సెప్షన్ ఇచ్చావు కదా
యా
ఎక్సెప్షన్ హైలైట్ ఉంది కదా
యా
దానికి ముందు
ఓకే
ఇది చేంజ్ చేసేసి వెబ్ డ్రైవర్ ఎక్సెప్షన్ అని
యా
రైట్ నౌ యు ఆర్ ఇంపోర్ట్ దట్ mouse over and import
yeah
right now write another cache block after that with exception alone
okay catch
CAT
yeah
control space
yeah
right now you can use E1 you cannot use E same instance as
okay.
it is
Where sir WebDriver exception or the main exception
any place you change it once you
okay
change
okay
right in both of them you keep this out no print stack trace
uh,
don't use e dot print stack trace always remove that and type only sysout
okay
e dot get localized messages get localized message that method
yeah
yeah.
this one also sir
Yeah in that one also
yep
done
yeah
yeah now your method is ready with exception handling also
right
you don't have putting part alone that will check it later for
okay
now you need to have exception handling for all the methods now I have done it only for one method
right
how do you do it for all the methods
include the try cache block for every method
all of them right
yeah
now how do you do that copy them copy
this
from line number 35 to 35 to 39
okay
35 to 39 come down and copy that closing also bro try
yeah
block you have closed right in 35 you are not copied the closing
okay
and till 39. Copy that,
Yeah.
paste it before below each line of the previous programs, the methods, right? After
Okay.
line number 30, you paste it. After line number 30, yes. Enter and paste,
Yeah.
right? Go back and again go to line number 27. After 27, you paste it.
Yes. After 24, I can press.
Yes,
After 20. Yeah. After this. Yep.
right? Now go down and copy the try. You didn't copy the try.
Right. Yes.
Line number 63, you copy 63 alone and go to each program, each method and copy it in the first, paste it in the first line.
Uh,
Launch browser, after launch browser, the method, right? The starting, yeah. There you should do an entry and paste. Right?
no,
Gone?
right.
Errors gone. Similarly, first
Yes.
line should be this one in each
Yes.
method.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yep.
Right? Save it. Now, if you have any method errors also, right? It
Mhm.
will be caught. It will be shown to you in the exception.
Right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you use, go there to test it to, and I want to check whether it is working fine or not, right?
Okay.
After your line number 9, right? After printing the URL,
Uh-huh.
cm dot close you do. Close drive.
Launch it.
Yeah, run it. You got an exception,
Invalid session ID. Is that it?
right? Because you have closed the browser. Browser అనేది already close అయిపోయింది ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు ఓపెన్ చేసిన browser.
Yes.
After that, you are trying to get a
Print
title,
print title maximize. Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So it is not working for you. This is
Yes.
the what to say accepted and what to say you are continuing with the execution part,
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
Please go through them and have you? I don't know how much have you done on the writing of the programs. I asked you to write
Yeah.
two lines of programs for each of the blocks, right?
Yes, sir.
Because of different commitments, like you may not get time. But again, like don't waste time. That is what I say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yesterday I've
You
gone
don't
through.
sleep.
Yeah, sir. I've gone through the classes that we've discussed already, but I'm yet to
Okay.
start practicing on the paper, on the codes.
Okay.
I'll
Why
do that.
I'm asking is like people will ask you to write on the
Right.
paper only,
Yes, sir.
right? Whatever lines of code you have, right?
Yeah.
For launching the browser, you
Yeah.
write 2 lines of code, right?
Right. Right.
Keep it in a block
Yeah.
and keep it for your reference. For launching the URL, for
Yes.
printing the current URL and everything, you have different lines of program. How
Yes.
many methods do you have? Only one, two, three, seven, not more
Yes.
than seven.
Okay.
Right? In that, you will have 8 lines of code at the
Right.
maximum.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And in that, quit and close are very simple.
Yes.
Remove them.
Yeah.
So you have only 5 methods to think of.
Yes.
And in that also, current title and get title, it's easy for you.
Yeah.
Right? So only three. Opening
Ah.
the URL is just get.
Yeah.
Right? You need to remember only the HTTP protocol, nothing to remember there.
Yes.
So remove that also.
Yeah.
Maximize and the launch browser are two things that you need to remember for with some difficulty,
Yeah.
right? And the
Yes.
remaining programs are very simple,
Yeah.
right? Try to write them a number of times. That will be
Right.
helpful for you,
Right, sir. Okay, sure.
right?
Yeah.
And the methodology what I teach will be like more of practical oriented, like where you can work out and see.
Right, sir. Right, right.
Without which, like you cannot go and compete with other people who are already experienced, right?
Yes, yes, yes. True.
Mm. Always see to that you learn it, and when you are having any issue in
Yeah.
understanding, let me know.
Right, sir.
Right?
Sure. Yeah.
Mm. Anything else, Vijay, for today to discuss
Uh,
on?
for today, no, sir. That's it. I've got
Okay.
everything that you've been telling right now. Yeah.
Okay. And like tomorrow, we'll
Okay.
start same time.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Friday, right?
Yes.
Okay. And on weekends, do we need to plan for class, or we can skip?
Last week I couldn't, but this week I can.
Okay. Then I'll
Yeah.
plan accordingly. If I
Okay, sir.
don't have any issues, like we'll start in the morning.
All
I'll
right,
let
sir.
you know.
Sure.
Right? We'll
Yeah.
discuss
Yeah.
about that tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Right? Anything else, Vijay?
No, sir. That's it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Bro. Have
Yeah.
a great day.
Thank you, sir. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.